So how you monetize the value? So it really depends. It really depends what you do, but as an artist, there's many ways to monetize your different your creations. You can monetize, for example, like I'm doing on the chat. You can see when you are on my. Let me go to my live stream. So when you are on my live, on the chat on the left you have the emojis, and on the left you have a little dollar sign. When you click it, bruh, you can do a super chat, for example, and you can say, I want to give you, what can I say? I want to give you $5. So, and you can put a message like, love the content, and send some hearts. And you put buy and send. It's funny, I'm sending money to myself. And then once it's done, that's it. You sent a super chat. And then the creator receives maybe. Yep. Then you create a super chat, and the creator receives a super chat. And that's how I paid, just paid 5.49 euros, and in a bit it will appear somewhere here. Hey, thank you, Kaysha, for the super chat. I'm making my money circulate. So this is one way to have your listeners or your fans or the people who listen to your music and pay you directly for your content. So how would you do it, for example? So you can, if you have a show like me where you're talking and you tell people, hey, if you enjoy the value, you can send a super chat to support, etc. And a lot of you guys have been doing it from episode to episode, and I'm thanking you again. But if you don't talk and you are just, for example, you just have your microphone and you are singing songs and you have a guitar, well, you can use the super chat in your YouTube channel. If you have your own YouTube channel, of course, you can use it to have, for example, people for example, ask for a specific song. Let's say you sing any songs by anybody. Like, let's say you say, hey, I'm gonna sing my songs, but if you want a particular song, it's $10. Then anybody who wants to listen to a particular song and wants to support you as well can send you a super chat. Let's say you are a DJ like Body, and you are playing a set. You are playing you are playing a house music set or Afro house set or a Kizomba set, and you put in down there, and you put, $15 for a request. And somebody sends a super chat, and for $15 they can ask the song that they want you to play, and you hear it and you're like, all right, and you play the songs that they want as a DJ. Or if you are a singer, you can sing one of your songs that they want against an amount of money. Or you can even just you can sing and you sing for an hour, you sing songs, you improvise stuff, and people, when they enjoy the content, they can send you money through the super chat. To have access to the super chat on YouTube, you need to have a channel that has more than, let me not say something stupid. I think you need to have 4,000 hours of content of viewership. What is 4,000 hours of viewership? It means that, for example, this show has been on for 2 hours, and most of you have been here watching for 2 hours. So this makes me, so not everybody has watched for 2 hours, but let's say from the 300 people that were there, if everybody watched the show for, let's say, 1 hour, I now have, after this show, I have a capital on YouTube of 300 hours. If everybody has been here for 2 hours, I have a capital of here of 600 hours. And so once you understand that, it means that thank you so much, Moraldo Beats. Thank you for supporting, and I hope that you enjoy the value of what the Club Shada is. And welcome. It's the first time I see you in the chat, so welcome to the family. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have, I think, interesting. I think you need 1,000 subscribers as well, plus 4,000 hours of viewership. So let's say in every Club Shada, I make a show of 2 hours, and most people watch it for at least an hour. So to have 300 hours, you need one episode. In around 15 episodes, you have 4,000 hours of watch time from all the people who have watched. Then YouTube give you access to the super chat functionality, which lets you see, and then you can have the people do what Moraldo and others and Matt Music have done in this show. If you don't have access to the super chat, you can put a direct link before you have the super chat. What is great about the super chat is the convenience in terms of what make people not pay you most of the time is either that they don't have money, of course, or the fact that is the friction between how many clicks they have to do to get to you. So if they have to leave the chat and send you the money and then accept, it's a problem. But the great thing about the super chat is it's inside of the platform already. But you can use some platforms like Streamlabs. Let me connect first, then I'll show you. So let's say that where is it? Where's the donation thing? Widget, cloud bot, custom tip page. There you go. So you can go to streamlabs.com. Let me put the link here. So once you don't have the super chat yet, you can go to this place called streamlabs.com. So for example, on my website, for me on my channel, oops, sorry. Where's my link for the Streamlabs donations? There you go. And you can create a page like this. So I'm gonna give you the link so you can check. For example, if you click this link, it brings you to a place where you can send $1, $2, $3, $5, $10 or $500 if you want, and you can donate, and it goes directly to my PayPal, and Streamlabs will do the rest. And what is interesting with this is that when you don't have, so when I didn't have the super chat, that's how I used to to monetize the Club Shada in the beginning. And I was just like, yeah, you have to click on this link, and then it will, and then you can send a donation from there, and then so that was a way. I also use Streamlabs to create the alerts. So whenever somebody sends me a super chat, I have five different animations that, for example, I'm gonna show you. I can do a test, for example. Let me choose one that. Why is it always the same? Okay, for example, I like this one. Oh no. This is where I use Streamlabs to create the alert. I just connect to my YouTube channel. It's free. So let's say, for example, that you want to send me X amount of money. So where's the test? Send a test. So this is an animation that I downloaded from Giphy. And if I do a test, you see, boom. When there's subscribers, for example, I can have this one. I think they are silent. You see? And all this is done through Streamlabs, and this is free. This is something that anybody can use on their website. And I like my little manga animations, but you can download anything from Giphy.com. How you write? I think it's like this. No, that's not the right website. It's not Giphy. Oh, it's like this then. So you can go to Giphy.com, and then you choose stickers. And then you can choose, like, let's say you wanna, I don't know, you want something that has to do with there's everything in there. Let's say you wanna search for, I don't know, you want a rabbit, and you want it to have a manga style. You search, and then it's gonna give you all these different animations that you can use, or a sticker like this. That's the style of sticker that I use. And you just click here, and it's gonna give you a link where you can download it directly. And those are the ones that I like to use, the Molang one. And then you can use this to go with your website about, and you can change anytime, and then you upload them here, and you can upload the sound you want to go with when you receive a super chat, or when there's a subscribers. You have a lot of different animation that go with different things on your YouTube. You just create them. It's kind of easy, and they have tutorials so how to do it. That's also the place that I use to have my cloud bots. So I have a bot that, so I have my timer that tells you, this show is brought to you by Shada, where you can donate, etc., etc. And you can also have some commands, like, for example, in my list of commands, you have all these commands, like, a quote, for example. If I type quote, I have a lot of quotes that I wrote or imported myself, and every time you type quote, a quote will appear, and you can use that to generate those quotes. So this is it's not gonna do a whole thing about Streamlabs, but I might do one day. But in terms of monetization, so this is a way you can use Streamlabs, or you can do like what Buddy does on his live. He just put the direct link to his PayPal, or if you use Cash App in the US, or Revolut in Europe, or PayPal, or whatever other system, you can have people send you money directly in your PayPal. The only thing is that you cannot use those animations when you receive something. That's why I use either Streamlabs and connect it with my PayPal or others. But that's a way to monetize your art, especially in the world of today. Another thing that you can do to monetize is to upload. So if you're a musician, or if you're a DJ as well, you can upload all your music on your YouTube channel. And same thing, after 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, YouTube lets you monetize, meaning that there's going to be advertising. If you own the content, of course, you can put ads on top of your videos. So before the videos, people can see an advertisement. People have the habit to pass it, but like I always tell you guys, if you don't offer super chat, something that you could do to help is when there's an ad, you let it play. You let it play till the end. You can even click on the ad, and this will make some sense. It will make more or less the same thing as a super chat. The money will go to the creator. So you can have that. You can monetize your YouTube channel, put all your art on your YouTube channel, so that the more people come and watch your songs on YouTube directly, the more money you make from these songs. You can also put your music or your so if you have, let's say you make movies, or let's say you have a cooking channel, you can use the YouTube monetization to make money from the content and the value that you give to people. If you are an artist that sings, then you have to be you put your music in all the platforms. So if you take Spotify, for example, this is what we're listening to. We're listening to my EP Bougie Love under one of my names, Diamantero. So for example, this is one of my artist names, Diamantero, and what you are listening right now is a song called Harlem Popo. And all these songs, that's my catalog. All these songs and all these EPs, all these singles, I upload them directly to the platforms using digital distributions. So I think I will do a live show especially for music. So it's more specific. It's not specific today. I'm just trying to talk about creation and how you can monetize your creation. So it's not just about music, but I will do one about, because some artists have been asking, and some beat makers as well. I will do one specifically about music, and I will show you all the different distributors, how you put your music on Spotify, and even how you master your music by yourself, etc., etc. So that will be an interesting thing. But putting your music by yourself on the platforms and bypassing a label is a great way as well to generate your own income. On Spotify, 1 million streams equals more or less $3,000. So the question here is, you have to ask yourself, and you have to again look at your own market share and look at how many people are enjoying the value. You see what I mean? Thanks a lot, brother. You have to ask yourself, okay, if I make one song, how much money do I generate per month? Because there's another thing that is different in the world of today compared to the world of yesterday. In the world of yesterday, you would do your CDs, and once you sold all your CDs, you're done. But in the world of streaming, every time people listen to your song, you get less money, but you get money all the time. So you can actually become rentier. You can start having a money that comes every day just from people listening to your music. But it just depends how many people are listening to music. And this is where I come back to what I was saying in the beginning. The value that you are giving to people. What is this in the back? Wait a minute. Oh, didn't see. Oh, Vanessa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know why it was in the back. Interesting. I have to check my thing here. But thank you so much. My overlay is on top of my alerts. Let me change something. There you go. Should be a little bit here. Perfect. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for let me. So, like a great thing that you can do on Streamlabs is I like if you missed. I think if you missed a super chat, I think you can replay it like this. Hey, thank you so much, Vanessa, Justine. So, an amazing thing that, where was I? I was talking about putting your content online. What makes the difference between your songs when you do a song and it's there in the middle of the 50 million songs and the 40 million songs that are out every day is the value that you bring and the brand. Once you have a brand, Club Shada is a brand, Kaysha is a brand, Sushi Roy is a brand, Shada Wear is a brand, and those brands, they become beloved by the people who are part of the community. The Shada Gang is a brand. It's a brand. So if I make a t-shirt that says Shada Gang, the people who love and really feel like I'm part of the Shada Gang, I'm part of the Club Shada, they might buy a t-shirt that says Shada Gang. And just because they want to show their appreciation and also they want to show the world that they're part of their own little family, and they're like, yeah, Shada Gang. So that's why I'm gonna have Shada Gang t-shirt as well. As I think I have a cap already. Yeah, a cap somewhere. That's what I'm gonna give away in a bit. Where's my Shada Gang cap? My daughter is just playing with all my stuff and hiding them. But so once you have what makes the difference with these platforms is anybody can put their song there. So what will make the difference is your brand, the power of your brand. The Kaysha brand is powerful. Look, on Spotify, if I go to Kaysha, I got 261,000 people who are listening to me every month all around the world. And this number change. Sometimes it's 400,000, sometimes it's 200,000, sometimes it's 300,000. It fluctuates depending on who listens. And what is interesting here is how you get to these numbers and how you make the people always come back to you as a singer or as a producer. And my strategy has been to release a new single every week. That has been my strategy. So last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, etc., etc., etc. And I have another one coming out tomorrow. So, and what I do is to make those releases known by my public. I do a synergy with my other show, which is the Club Shada. And on Club Shada, I do listening parties. With the listening parties, you discover new songs. You go check the songs in Spotify where I make money. So the Club Shada is free content for you. And from these free content, some of you guys will go buy a t-shirt, a cap, a hat, or will go on Spotify, or will go somewhere where they will pay for something. And if you have 1% or 10% of the people who enjoy your brand exchange money from the value, that's when you know more or less how much your brand is worth. So let's say I have an episode of Club Shada like tonight. Of course, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to replay the episode tomorrow, and then I'm going to do all the little highlights, the 10 minutes version of the video. Some people will watch that today, tomorrow, in 1 year, in 10 years, all this will keep generating in its own income. That's why I trust the process, because the more episodes I do, the more, even if one episode brings a cent, 10 episodes will bring 10 cents, 100 episodes will bring $1, and then you go from there. And so you will know, for example, when you are doing a show, you will know, for example, that this show, for now there's 22 people watching, there's been 315 people, but in terms of revenue, we made $16. And this will add to all the, and sometimes somebody will give 20, the other time I think it was 70. And that's what's interesting here, is that you kind of know, okay, more or less every time I do an episode, I'm gonna do $50 if I do a medium of the ups and lows, right? So let's say you make $50 per episode. It means that if I have 2 episodes per week, I make 100 per week. So it means in a month of 4 weeks, I make $400 from the Club Shada now. Plus the rest of my YouTube channel, plus the views, plus the thing. That's how you arrive to 1,000, 1,002, 2,000. Actually, I'm getting paid by YouTube tomorrow, so I will know. But usually I make around 2,000, I think, every month, and I'm just, it's a number that is growing. The more episodes I do, and my goal is to make 10,000 a month just from my YouTube channel. But just now, it's paying the rent, it's paying food, it's paying things, and plus I have all the other revenues like Spotify, etc. But a lot of people are wasting too much time. You remember, Lily, what I was telling you? I was telling you, no, that's not true. What I have on my head is Club Shada. I have another one that says Shada Gang. Wait, this is the diamond. This is Club Shada. This is for Julie. This is BLM one. This is King. This is music. This is the Congolese one. And there it is. That's the one you're gonna win tonight. God, wait a minute. When you're intelligent, you have a big head. Hey. Yeah. So, where was I? This is a way to generate income with your thing, but you have to. You remember, Lily? I was telling you to just record and just enjoy and not put pressure on yourself. It's the same thing. Today, a lot of artists put too much pressure on themselves because they want to do a great job. What you have to do is put the pressure on yourself of creating a great brand. Kaysha is an amazing brand because I've been working on this brand for 30 years. By doing good music, by doing great productions as a producer, by helping the careers of great artists with my Sushi Raw brand, by creating great gear like this, and today, since March, by creating great content as a speaker. And this can open to me a lot of things. This can open to me what I'm doing now, but I can be tomorrow invited in conferences because people will be like, yo, this guy can talk for 3 hours nonstop by himself. So I can be invited in panels, I can be invited in TV, these can open so many possibilities for me. For It's not life after music, but it's, yeah, listen, I'm tomorrow is gonna be the 21st. Friday is my birthday. Friday I'm 47. At 47, you don't want to travel around the world performing in clubs in front of girls who are 18. You want to do the next thing. You want to continue moving on to your things. And it's not a question of leaving the public eye or not making music anymore. It's just, I want to do other things. What I'm doing here excites me way more than making music, because you've seen me making music live. I don't even try. When I make all the songs that you hear take me 45 minutes to do. I don't even write anymore. Just improvise stuff. And I'm here in the chat. Somebody says something, I can turn this into a song. So it's not a question of not being excited about music anymore. Music, I will always love making music, and I will always make music. But guys like me they need goals, they need challenges, they need new things that are giving them, the excitation. They love to start something from zero and turn it into a flourishing business. And this is what I'm doing right now in front of your eyes. In 5 years, if by chance Club Shada becomes something huge, and that every episode has, I don't know, $1,000 in donation plus 5,000 people watching, or if not more, you will be like, wow, I remember when these started, and I've seen it grow people by person. I've seen the new people in the chat arrive one by one. And this is what is interesting about when you understand, you respect, and you are not scared of the business of your own art. A lot of people are scared of the business of their own art, and they deflect it to other people. When you are your own boss today. All of us, we are our own boss. So now, other ways that you can generate income from your art, of course, is performing. What's interesting about performing is a lot of people don't realize what performing is. Bisous, Vanessa, merci beaucoup. A lot of people don't realize that performing is not just going in clubs or performing live in festivals. Performing could be a whole video by itself. There's so many different ways that you can perform. You can perform live on YouTube. You can perform in a club. You could, because these days, you can perform in the festivals. You can perform in events. You can perform in cultural events. You can perform in private events. You can perform in weddings. You can perform in and I want to do a video about performing, because a lot of people think performing is waiting for somebody to call you. Again, it's something that I cracked, and I changed the way I performed. So I will do a whole video about it. Another way you can make money from your art, especially when you are using YouTube to promote or doing a live show like I'm doing, like Buddy is doing, and like Dahlia is doing, and it's something that I'm setting up slowly, is sponsorship. Look, this show is brought to you by Shadaware.com. Shadaware.com is my brand, and the value I provide to my own brand, Shadaware.com, where I sell those beautiful hats and t-shirts, is the value of I'm bringing to Shadaware an amount of people that is per show around 500 to 700 people who watch the show live, plus another 5 to 700 who will watch the replay during the week, plus the rest of the people who will watch it when they watch it, because it's going to be on YouTube forever. So anybody can discover Club Shada tomorrow or today, right now. Somebody just come to Club Shada for the first time and they're like, yo, this show is amazing. I want to watch the first episode until this episode, and they start watching. And if you can tell anybody, hey, don't you want your logo here? Don't you want your logo here? Okay, it's gonna be, depending on how much you think your value is worth, and the fact that you're gonna be talking with the logo of somebody else. I'm using Shada where it's my own brand, so it's still advertising, but it's me advertising myself, so I'm not paying myself. But this year I'm gonna start going to different brands and tell them, hey, don't you want to support the movement? Do you want at the same time to have your brand seen by my viewers? It's a quality content, and then you can say, hey, I don't know, $50 for one episode, $300 for one episode, $1,000 for an episode. It depends how much is your viewership and how much you and those people value the viewership. So you can start small and grow as your show grows. Let's say if you have something small, 100 people watching, you get $50. And you can find some local brands. A lot of people, when they think sponsorship, they think, oh yeah, my channel is too small. Listen, your channel is too small for Coca-Cola, but your channel is not too small for a super small brand as well. They don't have 3,000 euros to pay an ad in a magazine, but they have $50 or 50 euros or 100 euros that they could give you to have a logo on your video. And this is a great way for a singer, for example, to say, okay, hey, I'm Lily Spencer, I'm gonna do a live show on my channel, and I'm gonna sing 10 songs. It's just gonna be me and a guitar. It's gonna be live on YouTube. I don't know how many people will show up, but more or less I'm gonna have 300 people, 500 people, 1,000 people. If you have 3 very small brands that say, hey, I can give you 300 to have my logo in there, and if you take 300 from each brand, that's 900. And it's kind of the same as performing in a nightclub. For a lot of us, when you get 1,000 or between a 500 to 1,000 for a small gig in a club, if you do this every week, you have 4,000 in the end of the month. If you're a DJ, you can do exactly the same. You get a brands, and don't think of sponsors as, oh, it must be a big brand. No, it can be small brands. You have a lot of brands that are small, that are trying to exist in a world where there's so many brands and so many things. And those people can, hey, I would love to have this drink that is called whatever. I would love to have my logo here, and I would love to have you, I send you a bottle and you drink it during the show. And in the beginning of the show, you say, oh, this show is brought to you by boom, Pure Leaf, whatever. And then you can talk, or you can sing, or you can do whatever it is that you do. Even if you are a painter, you can do a painting live, and you here, same setup, you live and you are painting. And you can find a sponsor that is, I don't know, pincel, or how you say it in French, pinceau in English, brushes company, or the paper that you are using, or the paint itself. You can have a small brand that you will say, hey, I'm gonna test the ink from these people, and this is synergies that you can propose to brands that are as small as your brand. And as your brand grows, you can change your prices, and when the small brands cannot anymore, you can go to a little bigger brands, and so on and so on. And then maybe one day you become so huge that you can have Coca-Cola, Samsung, and all these people. But there's a lot of brands who their strategy, they are not small, but their strategy is sponsoring 10,000 small channels or 1,000 small channels every month. Maybe they have a budget of 50,000 in a month, but they're gonna give only 50 to a bunch of channels. And you can go there and you can tell people, hey, listen, for 1,000, I will put your logo in 1 month of worth of episodes. So that's Club Shada, that's 8 episodes. And for 1 month, for 1,000, you can be the sponsor for the whole month. And I will have this banner there, and you will have your logo there, and etc. And me, for example, if I do a show one day, and it's something I want to do, because why not? If I call a friend to come with a guitar, we plug everything here, and I want to do a live show with a guitar or something outside, whatever, and play it live on my YouTube. Yeah, we'll find a sponsor, and then we'll say, hey, listen, don't you want to have your drink or your cigar or your brand or whatever? I can even dress with your thing, and I will put the logo of your brand. There's so many things you can do, but sponsorship is a great way to monetize your art. So yeah, these are there's a lot of other ways to monetize your brand, but I will look for the things, and maybe I will do a video just about monetization. But it was just for me a way to show people the different ways that you can treat your art as your own business. And the goal is not for people to think that art is only a business, but you have to understand that in the world of today, art is also a business. The moment that you are trying to sell your art to people, and you want people to listen to it, but you want to live from your art, then it becomes your business as well. So you have to be able to treat the creation as pure creation, but then you need to also be a businessman or a businesswoman when it's time to sell it. So that was me trying to, give you some ideas. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed, I know that when I talk forever, the chat becomes silent. So put me some hearts and some fire in the chat if you enjoy this little class, if I can call it that's this.